Like Valentine.
We're live.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day. We are here back again. I am Stav. I'm the social media manager of Lightrix, the company behind Enlight app. And this is...
I'm Joseph. I'm the visual artist of Lightrix.
And we are here today to talk about our Kiss the Girl tutorial. We named it Kiss the Girl because if you do it, you'll kiss a girl.
Yeah, for sure. Guaranteed.
And basically this tutorial tells you how to use Mixer. There's a lot of Mixer going on.
Yeah.
It tells you about creating reflections, and we're going to tell you how to create a silhouette, which is something that isn't in the tutorial. And I think that's it. If you like what we're saying, like us in the comments below. Give us lots of hearts.
Lots of hearts.
And ask us your questions. You can ask us anything, and we will answer you. If we don't answer you right now live, which we'll try to do, we will answer you afterwards. And
Do you wanna tell them maybe about the next week?
And next week, I almost forgot. So next week we have a surprise for you, and we can't tell you exactly what it is, but we can tell you some details. So there's going to be an update for Enlight, and it's very exciting. There's a lot of things that we're going to be adding. We're going to tell you a little bit more at the end of the live session, so stay tuned and we'll tell you about the update.
Okay, let's begin.
Let's go.
All right. So this is what we're gonna be doing today. This is our Kiss the Girl tutorial. By the way, this is the tutorial of last week, so if you didn't saw it, you can check it out on our Facebook page. It's a very cool color effect. Alright, so for this tutorial we're gonna use some like 4 pictures, starting for a picture of a landscape of a sea, a picture of a moon, also a picture of a galaxy, and a picture of a silhouette of a canoe with 2 people just about to kiss.
Collect all these pictures beforehand, so
Yeah.
it makes it easier.
Yeah, you can watch it later and then you can do it more relaxed and you can collect your pictures, so don't worry. But in case that you don't have a picture of a canoe with 2 people kissing,
By any chance.
because
Maybe
everybody
you don't have
does
it on
have,
your camera.
of course, like, duh.
I have one, you have one.
We'll have one.
There's a few people in the world who don't.
So for those people who don't have, I'm gonna show you how to create this image by yourself in Enlight. So I'm gonna show you this on the picture of Stav. It's you just need to do this on a picture like of people, and then afterwards you can do the same effect, the same procedure on a canoe or whatever thing that comes to your head that you can think of putting over a lake or anything. So first you need to take a picture of a person.
You make your friends stand in front of a white wall, basically.
You can ask them to pretend they're gonna kiss, but they don't have to kiss. Don't worry. But the most important is that you need the character to be on a light or white background, so it's gonna be easier to make the effect. So let's go to the menu and let's go to artistic and urban. Okay, so we see we kind of have this silhouette, but it's not ready yet. So let's go to Tools tab, and then Basic, and then let's tap the threshold, and then let's swipe to the left just a little bit until we see it's kind of filling up the character, but not entirely, so that we can still see the edges. So maybe in this case 34 is gonna be enough. And then to finish it, I'm gonna go to Tools tab again, and then Colors, and then the brush number 1 for filling up all the areas that are white inside the character, like this. You just need to color it with this brush. By default, the brush number 1 is always gonna be the black, and the brush number 2 is the white, so you don't have to worry about it. And make sure you get all those details. And remember, if you work with a high quality, high resolution picture, it's always gonna come better the result. So let's do this area also. All right, and the background, let's tap the brush number 2 and then let's do the background. Okay, there you go. Yeah, nice. So that's it. It's very easy to make your own silhouette. You can do it at home. And let's tap the check mark. All right, this was just an example. So now let's go back to our main image. So I'm gonna show you before. I already cropped this picture, but I'm gonna show you actually what it started from. This is the original landscape. The reason that I crop it is so that I can work on a full screen, so that it will fill the whole screen of the application. And also, since I have the Galaxy, which is with the same ratio of the screen,
it's vertical and the other one is horizontal, so it doesn't.
Yeah, and so that it's gonna be easier to place the images, and then, but you will see what I mean just right now. So let's crop it. You're gonna go to Menu, Canvas, Crop, and then the fixed ratio. And then if you wanna use exactly the same ratio of the screen of the iPhone, you just need to tap the 4.3. And for those who doesn't know, if you tap it one more time, you'll get it on a vertical ratio. So that's it. And then you place it where you want it, and then tap the check mark. Cool. Okay. Now, we're gonna start mixing our images. Before that, I almost forgot. We need to take our, once we have the silhouette.
I was supposed to remind you that.
Yeah, I remind myself. It's okay. Next time I'll remind you to remind me, okay?
Maybe that can work.
So we're gonna have to flip this image. You're gonna see now. Let's go to Menu and Canvas and Crop. This is for when we add it on our picture, so that we can have the shadow or reflection over the sea. So let's do the V flip and then tap the check mark, and then you're gonna save it through the share menu, and then tap the save photo icon. And then let's do undo. I'm gonna bring this image, just a second, I'm gonna bring this image. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna have to come up here, select, so I can bring it to my album. That's it. Cool. Okay.
I think you have to go.
I'm gonna go out. Wait a second. We have some technical difficulties.
In the meantime, we can talk. We have a question about Stay Cartwright. I'm not sure what kind of name Stay is. Maybe it's short for Steven or Stephanie. And this person is asking, will Enlight come to Mac? There's apps out there that let you start on iPhone, iPad, and then continue on desktop, but nowhere as good as Enlight. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And right now we don't have plans to come to Mac, but it's something that a lot of people ask us. So we are thinking about it. Right now we're focusing on mobile, and maybe in the future.
Maybe on an iPad could be the closest for now.
Yeah,
So-
iPad Pro.
iPad Pro, of course. Okay, so now we have our two images. We have the flipped one and the original one. And let's go now to our Galaxy image. And by the way, you don't need to actually do this in this order, but I'm gonna do it so it's easier for me, because I already know the order and the position of each element that I'm gonna put in every place. So basically, I'm gonna go to Tools and Mixer, and I'm gonna first add my moon. Let's pinch to enlarge, and let's put it over here, and let's erase the background. Let's go to Tools and Erase. that.
So easy to erase when there's one color that's really light and one color that's really black.
Yes, it makes everything much
It
easier.
like just detects the edge.
Yeah. Just like that. Very nice. Just to make sure we don't leave any black. And let's zoom. I'm gonna make a big moon so these two couple have a more romantic scene. I'm gonna make it right there. All right, perfect. Now let's tap the flatten button, and now I'm gonna add the landscape that we just cropped of the sea, and I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fit it. It's gonna be fitting exactly the same size of the galaxy.
It like snaps into place once you get to the middle there.
Yes, and then it makes it just easier. So now let's tap the tools and then start erasing the sky and reveal that moon. And then suddenly the moon comes out. You see, now we start to get these seeing a more magical environment, kind of, whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Scene.
Scene.
Magical scene.
Yes.
Atmosphere, that's the word.
I like atmosphere, it's a good word.
Magical atmosphere. Romantic atmosphere.
Romantic, magical atmosphere. Yes. Okay, and now let's make sure we have those edges. Whoops, I messed up here a little bit. Zoom in for precision. And let's, oh, again. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Looks good.
Yeah,
What do you think about it?
I think it's good. I'm ready to press flatten.
All right. Let's now add our couple. So let's tap the button, and let's first go for our couple. So assuming that you have your image over a white background, then you can just tap the tools tab and then go to blending and do multiply. So you will get rid of the background very easily. But if you have another kind of background, you just can go and erase it very easily. And let's pinch it, let's make it a little bit smaller and place it in the center, something like that. I think it looks fine. Yeah, right there. And let's tap the button, and then let's add now the reflection, the one that we flipped. And now let's place it under, and let's try to make it in the same size, kind of. Let's see where we are exactly. This is the same with the multiply. And let's go back, and
So every time you want to reselect the photo, you have to tap the tools tab again. Otherwise, you won't be able to move the photo because it's sort of set in place.
yes, that's a thing that it happens very, very often. So
So you go back to tools tab and then you deselect.
Yeah.
Either erase or
if something is selected, you just
deselect,
it.
and then you'll see the blue square around the picture, and you know you can move it around again.
just like that, very easy. Now let's go back to blending, and then let's swipe to the left a little bit so that we can lower the opacity so it's not entirely black, because it will look unnatural. Let's make maybe 70. 70 looks fine. I think what do you think, Stab?
Good.
Looks
No complaints.
No complaints?
No.
Looks romantic enough for you?
Not yet.
All right. Okay, that's why we're gonna go to our next step. Let's tap the check mark.
Sounds like we rehearsed that, but we didn't.
We didn't. It's
We
actually
didn't know it was real.
sounds like we have a script, but we don't.
We really don't.
So now what's the next step? Oh, I think it
You
was.
see what happens when we talk about our mock-ups. Okay, so where are
I
we?
think it's the magic of Valentine. Whatever.
Image adjust.
Image adjust. Yes, that's right. Thank you. All right. Image adjust. Why we're gonna do the adjust? Because obviously you can see here that it doesn't look real. I mean, we have an orange sea, and then we have like the night, we have the moon. So basically there's something here that doesn't quite match the colors, and also the moon could be a little bit more shining. So we're gonna fix that right now. So let's go to tools, and we're gonna go to color, and we're gonna go to hue. Now I'm gonna match the sea to the sky. The sky and the moon, well, the sky looks more of a purple, and there's no orange here. So let's try to make it the whole scene a more like night kind of purple.
Basically, you want to unify the image, and when they're two crazy different colors like that, it's hard to do. So we're just gonna switch the hue and make it all a similar color.
Yeah. So now with hue, we're gonna swipe maybe to the left. No. So let's go to the right. Like
That's more romantic.
here. Something like
There.
this.
That's very purple. Maybe in the middle.
Like this. Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe like this.
What do you guys think? Why don't you tell us?
Oh, you will see now that it will. Don't worry. We're gonna do this like this, and we're gonna make some final fixes at the end. Don't worry. So now we're gonna remove the effect from the moon and from the sky, so it doesn't stay so so purple, because we wanted to keep a little bit of the yellowish of the moon. So let's go to mask, and let's wipe the effect from above.
People are voting for purple here. Brett and Nabil both want purple. Someone wants 33. I don't know what 33. Ah, the number he wants 33.
The number?
That's
Which
smart.
number?
Like the number of the blending. He wanted us to stop at 33.
Oh, well, that's pretty
very
accurate.
exact.
That's a very exact number. Let's see. Tools. Alright, color. Let's play a little bit more with it. 33. We're gonna praise you.
33? We're going to do 33 for you.
That's our lucky number
For
tonight.
you, Alejo Perez.
Okay, Alejo
Speaks
Perez.
Spanish.
Alright. Muchas gracias. Okay, so now we are almost done, but we need to now fix the lighting of the moon and also of the sea. So let's tap the flatten button, and let's go to tools.
Good. Someone just asked how to get the moon lighter. So
Lighter.
this is how.
This is how we're gonna
This
do
is
it.
how.
This is the moment of truth.
This is how.
Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? All right.
I'll get ready.
Basic. And then let's do brightness. Let's swipe to the right a little bit. And then let's do a little bit more of exposure. All right. And maybe a little bit more of offset. Let's see. And now we're gonna remove the effect from the whole picture. Let's go to mask. You'll see why, don't worry. And then let's do clear. And now we're gonna go to set brush, and we're gonna do this as follows. Let's raise the size to 100. Let's lower the opacity to 20. Let 20, whatever. And feather, let's do 100. And edge, we're gonna do 0.
So what do all these things do? Size and opacity is obvious. Feather and edge, it's how the edges of the brush are.
Exactly. The edge is actually the edge aware of the when we remove, for example, the background from the moon. The edge awareness is that thing that actually recognizes the moon and also makes it easier to delete the background without deleting the moon. So we're gonna take that off for now, because we're gonna create an effect of a smooth lightning coming from the moon. So we're gonna use this masking tool, but in a different way. So let's tap the mask again, and then let's start applying from the moon, like in a circular movement. And then you'll start to see how you start to get this light coming out
Glow.
of the moon. Yeah, like
Halo.
a glow. Hello. And also you can do that with the sea, in the middle of the sea, where the reflection should be from the moon.
Ooh.
You see now that we're starting to create that effect of the moon reflecting on the sea. Just like that. And also like trying to make it more in the center, because the center is the brightest, and then like that. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit.
So it looks like it's actually moonlit. Like
Moonlight.
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 It
Yes.
looks like actual moonlight.
Let's wipe a little bit here. Maybe let's erase from the shadow to keep that darkness. Okay. Now I think let's go back to Tools tab and then Basic. You can still play with it and make it brighter or darker and just adjust it until you don't press the flatten button. You can still adjust to what you think looks right, just like that. And I think it looks cool. Let's tap the flat button. But now I wanna change a little bit the colors a little bit more. So maybe let's turn it a little bit more red so that we have a more Valentine's Day kind of. But I want to keep the yellow from the moon, so let's do the masking again from the mask.
Yeah,
from the
green
moon.
moons are weird.
Yeah, maybe that's another planet. Could be
I didn't think about that.
Saturn or
Any green planet.
any planet that is green. I don't know any.
I can see Earth is kind of green.
Oh, but yeah, also. Well, okay. Our planet is kind of green. Well, but it has a little blue.
Blue and green. Blue, basically blue.
Okay. Okay, great. Let's see. This is how we started. Remember the compare button
So much
to
better.
see where we are. I think it looks pretty decent. And let's tap the check. And let's go to the brushes. This is an extra that we didn't do in the tutorial in Facebook, but we're gonna add it so to make it look cooler, because you guys are great and you're watching us, so you're gonna be able to do this also. So let's go to
We
effects.
want to give you extra stuff.
Yeah, and let's choose the
Cloudy
clouds.
preset?
Cloudy. That's how you. Yeah, that could be the name.
Smoky.
Smoky.
Fog preset.
Exactly. Then we're gonna add a little bit here. Let's go to Tools and then let's go to Set Brush, and maybe let's lower the size a little bit and maybe lower the opacity so it's not so intense. Let's go back to Tools and then let's add a little bit, just to give it a little bit more of dramatic feeling kind of. And then maybe let's erase from here. And I think it looks pretty cool. Let's tap the check mark and we're gonna unify the whole look, of course, with a
Filter.
filter. Analog. And let's go to Tools. I'm gonna make my own preset as usual. I'm gonna raise a little bit the structure, also the saturation a little bit, and maybe I'm gonna lower a little bit the brightness. And I'm gonna go to Tools. I'm gonna make more fade a little bit, and also intensity. I'm gonna raise it. It just will add a little bit more of general color in the whole picture. And I'm gonna play a little bit with the dark hues, maybe like this looks fine, and a little bit more grain.
And then you should create your own preset. A lot of people ask us if they can create their own presets.
Ooh.
And you can within individual features. So within analog, you can create your own preset. You can't create your own recipe, but that's something that we hope to bring to Enlight one day. So let's.
Yeah, I'm gonna show
So
them.
basically, you just tweaked all these things.
Yeah, let's add also a vignette just to make it look more mysterious, like that. Maybe let's lower the intensity, stuff like that. Okay, and now let's make our own preset. So let's go to preset, and you just tap the plus icon here, and that's it. You already have your preset, and you can increase or lower the intensity of the one that you just created.
And that'll be there the next time you use the app until you delete the app and re-download it, which you won't ever do.
You would never do that.
It'll
of course.
always be there. You can actually delete the preset though if you want in the settings, if you want to delete them. If you want to start anew.
Yes. So that's it. That's basically about it. Let's tap the check mark, and now we could share it with the world.
Let's share it with the world.
Tap the share menu. We like to say that a lot.
I don't know where it came from.
Sounds more
It's like
more
a real
romantic, I don't know.
phrase.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that serious people say in the television, maybe. I don't know. Let's go to Instagram.
We definitely got it from somewhere. I don't think we made it up.
Copy to Instagram. And let's keep our original ratio
Although it looks good also in the 1-1.
like this.
But you can do the whole thing. It'll come out good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then do next. And next. And your turn.
My turn. So, what did we learn today? Learn about creating silhouettes
Yes, silhouettes and
reflections.
and glowing effects.
Well, I already wrote reflections, so
Oh.
you're a little late.
Damn it.
It's all here. Light, live. In the meantime, Joseph, you can answer all these questions people are asking.
There are many questions going on.
No, there's not, but
Let's see.
it gives you something to do. People actually really like my tutorials, so you can get a little ego boost there.
Let's see. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I like that you like it a lot. Yes. Happy Valentine, Christian Rivas. And happy Valentine also to you too, Hernan.
What else do we got? I'm ready.
Make the moon pop. What does that mean?
Like make the moon pop.
Pop?
Like make it, you know what it means, pop.
Of course, yeah. We all do that
Everyone.
sometimes.
Like
in
popcorn,
life.
no. What?
Ah, yeah, I like to.
Like popcorn, like make it bold.
All right. Thank you so much. Well,
Does anyone have any more questions? This is your last chance.
yes. There's somebody's asking, why do you have a light only for Apple?
Basically,
Why? Because that's a thing that
It's
we
just
do
the
right
way it
now.
is.
Yeah, it's just the way it is right now. I mean,
but we do know there's a lot of demand for Android. It's not something that we're, we know there's a ton of Android users and we
Yeah.
want to develop it. Right now, our resources are
It could
being
happen.
used for iOS, but it doesn't mean that it'll never be for Android. We love you too.
yes.
We really do.
All right.
Anything else? Okay, so someone's asking if we love him. Carlos, we love you.
Carlos, we love you.
We love you.
Don't you ever forget that.
Don't forget. And okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching us again, and
Thank
we
you.
will see you back next week. And if you have any more questions, leave them below. We will get to them later. And if you have ideas for tutorials, leave them below. We'll do them.
Definitely.
I promise. And that's it. Have a great night.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.